Hello students, once again welcome to English Literature Classroom. Today I am going to teach the singing lessons by Katherine Mansfield. Come on, let's start. Let me tell you something about the author first, okay? Katherine Mansfield, a prominent modernist short story writer. She revolutionized the 20th century English short story. She used simple language and style to highlight complex issues. She preferred using a working woman's point of view in her stories. This was a time when there were very few professions open to women. She had the unique talent for realistically capturing a moment in time. Clear? Now, let's start the story. I am giving it in summary form. Okay? Miss Meadows, the protagonist of the story, was filled with despair. Despair means sad. Okay? On reading Basil's letter calling off their wedding. Now, Basil has written a letter to Miss Meadows. Okay? I am reading out the letter. I feel more and more strongly that our marriage would be a mistake. Not that I do not love you, I love you as much as it is possible for me to love any woman. But truth to tell, I have come to the conclusion that I am not a marrying man, and the idea of settling down fills me with nothing but, and the word disgust was scratched out lightly and regret written over the top. Now, after reading this letter, Miss Meadow was very much upset. Okay? She was dressed in cap and gown and carrying a little baton. Now, what is baton? Baton is a thin stick used by a conductor to direct an orchestra or choir. Okay? She walked through the cold corridors to reach the music hall. Now, on her way to the music hall, Miss Meadows was stopped by the science mistress whom she never liked for her sweetness. Okay? Miss Meadows never liked the science mistress because she was very sweet and charming. In exchange for science mistress' smile, she gave a quick grimace and moved towards the music hall. Okay, she moved toward the music hall. Now, when Miss Meadows reached the music hall, she was filled with anguish. Okay, when Miss Meadow reached the music hall, she was filled with anguish, filled with disappeared. She strode down the center aisle, mounted the step, turned sharply, seized the brass music stand planted in front of her, and gave two sharp taps with a baton for silence. Okay, she gave two sharp taps with a baton. Why? Just to maintain silence in the class. She asked the girls to be silent. Her mannerism told the girls that she was upset. Now her manners told the girls that she was upset. She could only think of the letter sent to her by fiancé Basil. Okay, now she could only think of the letter that was sent to her by a fiancé, that is Basil. Okay, just few seconds back I read out that letter. Okay, I have read out that letter. Through that letter, Basil admitted that I am not a marrying man, and the idea of settling this down fills me with nothing but. Okay, now Miss Meadows' indifference to Mary Beasley. Now, who is Mary Beasley? Mary Beasley is one of the favorite students of Miss Meadows. Feeling tormented and heartbroken, Miss Meadows walked over to the piano where her favorite student, Mary Beasley, was waiting for her. Okay, her favorite student, Mary Beasley, was waiting for her. She gave her mistress a beautiful yellow chrysanthemum. Okay, she gave her mistress, that is Miss Meadow, a beautiful yellow chrysanthemum, like every other day. But Miss Meadow seemed to ignore it. That day, Miss Meadow ignored that flower. Okay, she did not thank her, but coolly asked the girls to open page 14. Now she asked the girls to open page 14 to sing a lament. Mary was disheartened and shocked. Now, why was Mary disheartened? Because Miss Meadows did not accept her flower. Now, Miss Meadows instructed the students to sing the sad song without any expression. She wondered. Now, continuously Miss Basil was not Miss Basil, Miss Meadows. Okay, continuously Miss Meadows was thinking that why Basil wrote such a harsh letter. Okay, the song sung was tragic. Every note was sigh, a sob, a groan of awful mournfulness. Miss Meadows then directed her students to sing the song with expression and imagination. She wanted the girls to find out the exact feeling behind the lyrics. She asked them to make drear sound as if a cold wind went through it. Now, Miss Meadow, while giving the girls singing lesson, was torn from within. While she was instructing the girls to sing the song with expression, her inner self was preoccupied with Basil's letter. Okay, that means she was not giving concentration in the classroom. Okay, she was just thinking about Basil's letter. The fact that the idea of setting down filled Basil with disgust made her sad. Miss Meadows was 30. Okay, now look, Miss Meadow was 30 years old and Basil, he was 25. Their engagement had already been a surprise for people. Miss Meadows was not troubled by the fact that Basil did not love her with his full support. What worried her was that in case they could not solemnize their marriage, look, what worried Miss Meadow was that if they could not solemnize their marriage, she would have to leave the school and would have to go somewhere from the science mistress to avoid embarrassment. Okay, now Monica, a little girl in blue came in. Okay, at that time Miss Meadows was in the music room. Okay, and at that moment a little girl in blue came in and told Miss Meadows that the headmistress, Miss Watt, wanted to see her. Instructing the students to maintain silence, Miss Meadows moved towards the headmistress' office. The headmistress handed over to her a telegram from Basel. Now, in the telegram it was written, "Pay no attention to leader, must have been mad. Brought hat stand today, Basel." Okay, the telegram was written by Basel, and in it was written that pay no attention to letter. After reading the letter, Miss Meadows became very happy. Miss Watt asked if it was a bad news in the telegram. Miss Meadows, who had experienced complete change of mood, told her it was not so. Miss Watt then warned Miss Meadows that in future she should not have telegram in school hours unless it contains very bad news. The telegram from Basel filled her with hope and joy. She returned to her class in a happy and gleeful mood. It was then that she picked up the yellow chrysanthemum. The yellow chrysanthemum she has ignored just few minutes back, but now she has accepted it. She picked it up and asked the girl to open page 32. No more page 14, but page 32 to sing a happy song. No more lament. Now she instructed the girl to sing a happy song. She not only asked the girls to be cheerful, but herself sang with a voice full deep glowing with expression. That means after receiving the telegram, she became very happy. Okay, with this I am concluding this chapter, and in my next video I am going to bring something new. Until then, goodbye.